Now, let us go through Unit 2 of the lesson on examinations. I continued in this unpretentious situation for nearly a year. His position remained the same and there was no change in the position. In fact, his position was the bottom position in the class. However, by being so long in the lowest form, Churchill gained an immense advantage over the cleverer boys, because all the cleverer boys went on to learn Latin and Greek and other splendid things. But Churchill was taught English. Students like Churchill were considered such dunces. It means slow learners, that they could learn only English. But Mr. Somerville, the then English teacher of Harrow School, changed the life of Mr. Somerville. In fact, the role of teachers in shaping and building the characters and careers of their students is too great to be estimated. Teaching professionals are legion, but all are not committed to their profession. They are not teachers in the true sense of the term. A good teacher is sincere, committed, hardworking, impartial, unselfish, patient, kind-hearted, broad-minded, innovative, resourceful, loving, cooperative, friendly, helpful, informative, assertive, considerable, and unprejudiced. He knows what to teach and how to teach his students. He has the skill to uplift a student from a poor standard to the highest standard and place him at the zenith of excellence. Mr. Somerville, who was in charge of teaching English to the poor students, was such type of resourceful and dedicated teacher. Churchill was highly indebted to him for his improvement in both spoken and written English. The academic environment of Harrow was beneficial to different levels of students. Churchill spent nearly a year in that unpretentious situation. It helped him gain lots of advantage over the intelligent students. Those brilliant students were given the opportunity of learning the splendid subjects, but other students like Churchill had to learn English, which was not an important subject. Mr. Somerville was entrusted with the task of teaching them English. He was highly skilled in that subject. Churchill was grateful to him. He used to teach his students English parsing thoroughly. He asked them to practice English analysis continuously. Mr. Somerville had his own system of teaching. He took a complex sentence and broke it up into different parts like subject, verb, object, relative clauses, conditional clauses, conjunctive, disjunctive clauses, and so on. He marked every part of speech with black, red, blue, and green inks. The students had to drill it almost daily. Churchill learned parsing thoroughly as he remained in the third and fourth standard 3 times. The most important thing was that he had a good command over the essential structure of the ordinary British sentence. It helped him a lot in his future life. After school life, when his friends who had won prizes and distinctions for writing beautiful Latin poetry and brief Greek epigrams came down to learn common English to earn their livelihoods or succeed in their professional lives. They faced problems as they were not good at English. On the other hand, he did not face any kind of disadvantage. He was therefore in favor of boys learning English. He would advise them all to learn English first. Then he would suggest the clever ones to learn Latin as an honor and Greek as a treat. He would defeat the students hard for not learning English. Now, questions to be answered. Question number 1. What kind of students were taught Latin and Greek at Harrow? Question number 2. Which students were taught only English? Question number 3. How does the writer rate English as a subject and Mr. Somerville as a teacher? Question number 4. What part of the English grammar did he learn from Mr. Somerville? Question number 5. How did he score over the clever schoolfellows in after years? Question number 6. Why was he biased in favor of boys learning English language? Answer all these questions quickly and send them all to me through my WhatsApp number.